Good morning, everyone. This is Rusty 78609. It's 11:30 a.m. in Central Texas on a beautiful day. Right now it's about 72 degrees, beautifully clear or almost clear skies, and I'm leaving this large family-owned grocery store in Texas called HEB. And I have to tell you that driving around in parking lots at busy stores it takes a lot of mental strength, because people will walk out in front of you, cars will stop for no reason, and if you're not alert, you will have an incident, I guarantee you. But having said that, we're headed out here. We're going to go right over here to Highway 281 and turn north and go to Kingston. But what I wanted to talk about, now that I've introduced a lot of BS into the video, I'll tell you, I want to talk about other uses for or things you can use a Jetpack or Hotspot, mobile hotspot for. For example, I have a Verizon Jetpack or mobile hotspot, whatever you want to call it. It's a 7730L model, and it has a truly unlimited plan, prepaid, that's the key word there. It's a prepaid plan. We're not going to talk about the plan at all, but I just want to tell you that it's $70 and it's truly unlimited. It's better than the unlimited plan on the postpaid side using your phone. Anyway, what else can you use it for? A lot of things. For those of you that upload videos or use a lot of data and that are travelers, it's perfect. Why? Because it's about the size of a pack of cigarettes, and you can put it anywhere and take it with you, and you can use it. You can have it on while you're driving. You can be charging it while you're driving and all that stuff. And you've got unlimited data. Actually, I'm sure you could be streaming Pandora using the deal while you're driving. You know, just connect through Bluetooth and you're good to go in your auto for unlimited music while you're cruising around. And what else? Let's just say you stay in a hotel. Do you want to use the Wi-Fi at the hotel? Probably not. Okay, why? Because, you know, they're just, in my opinion, not really that safe. I mean, come on. You know, you're going to be showing a lot of people your data, probably, even though some of them are password protected. You know, if everybody in the hotel has the same password, that's not a winner. And also, if you go to, you know, McDonald's or, you know, coffee places or whatever, and they have Wi-Fi, yeah, that's okay. If you're just going to use it to, you know, maybe check the weather and the news and the stock market and stuff, that's fine. But if you're going to go to sites which are personal to you, like your email, or you're going to check your bank account, or you're going to check your credit card balance and other things like that, you might want to be a little bit more careful. And you can be using the Jetpack. Why? Because it is totally password protected. You're the only one that has it. Again, if you're out camping, let's just say you're out camping in a tent, and you're going to be there for 3 or 4 days, and you want to do some work while you're there with your laptop or whatever. If you have a signal from Verizon, in my case, AT&T has a similar plan, I'm told, but I'm with Verizon, and it is a truly unlimited plan. Yeah, you could be there in your tent in the evening with a little solar lamp that you charge during the day, and you're connected to the internet, and you could watch movies or stream music or you know, whatever you wanted to do. And if your kids wanted to do things, they could, because that's the world we live in now. You know, the reality is that, you know, even though you're wherever in the world, you can still be connected. Is that good or bad? I mean, that's up to you. That's an individual choice. That's up to you. You know, in my opinion, you know, you do what you do. I mean, I do what I do, and that's the way life works. So, you know, to be safe, that's the biggest upside of the Jetpack. No matter what plan you got, you know, if you got a minimum data plan and a Jetpack, that's fine. And you know, you could even use postpaid if you're not going to use the unlimited plan. It doesn't matter. The main thing is you want to protect your data or protect your stuff from some little 14-year-old kid with a brilliant mind hacking into your system, getting your credit card numbers and your bank account numbers and everything else, and cleaning you out before you get back home from camping. You know what I mean? So having said that, what else can I tell you about the Jetpack? It works for me. You know, I've said this before in a couple of videos I've done about it, and I don't mean to beat you over the head with it, but it does, it works, you know. I mean, and for me, traveling, I'm a full-time RVer, and I go to different places. Right now at my home base, I got a good signal, and I'm in Central Texas, and you can see it's a beautiful day. And right now, again, I mentioned it's 72 degrees. Yeah, it's pretty nice, and very, very low, little wind, if any. And throw this in as a little caveat for all you people who are talking about going, or asking me if I'm going to Quartzsite, Arizona, in January, February. The answer is probably no, because the weather there is not as good as it is here. You know, there'll be a few days where we may be a little colder, and then there's days like today where we're warmer and the weather's much nicer. And another thing, you get out in the desert around Quartzsite, and I know this is a totally different topic, is that you get winds out there, man. Desert winds are what they are, and they just come up all of a sudden, and it gets really windy, and it can be really uncomfortable at 60 degrees, and windy can feel very cold. Now, enough said about that. But if you were in Quartzsite and you had a hotspot, yeah, you'd probably get a good enough signal to do anything you wanted to do. Now, you can use your smartphone. I know that. You can get a hotspot feature, or most phones have a hotspot feature, most of the good ones, and you can just use that as your hotspot and connect to whatever you want to do. The big advantage of the Jetpack is, for me, is the truly unlimited feature. In other words, I'll go through 130 gigabytes a month, you know. And I had one viewer that said he does about 300 gigs a month. Well, you know, you're not going to do that on any Verizon plan or any AT&T plan that I know of without being throttled, managed, or whatever. It just ain't going to happen, you know. But so far on this one, there's been no throttling or managing that I'm aware of. I've never received less than 18 megabytes per second download, and never less than 1.5 megabytes per second up. It has been as high as 40 megabytes per second down, and I think the best I ever got up was 6 megabytes per second up. Might have been, it varies, because if I'm in, like in Marble Falls there, when I was uploading the video while I was doing my grocery shopping, I was getting about 9 megabytes per second. But when I'm talking about the 6, I'm talking about that's what most of my usage has been. 6 megabytes per second is the highest upload speed. But anyway, so now if you just turned in to watch the info about the Jetpack, you can click off now, because I'll just be rambling on till we get to Kingsland, Texas. We're just going through Granite Shoals, Texas. This is Highway 1431. This is a road that a lot of people come from Austin on to the hill country to go to the Highland Lakes, which is, you know, straight ahead. On the left hand, to the left of this highway, about, I'm going to guess maybe 2 miles approximately, would be the Colorado River and Lake LBJ, and then Highland Lakes chain. But it's a pretty area to live, and this time of the year the weather's pretty nice. You know, a lot of snowbirds, a lot of people from the north and northeast come south in the winters. We call them snowbirds here in Texas, and we get a lot of them in this area. And so why would I want to go somewhere else when I'm in a place where that's where you want to be? Admittedly, we do get, you know, we can get some cold winters. There's no doubt about that. Cold in the sense that it'll be below freezing a day or two, but it may dip down below freezing at night, but rarely do we stay below freezing for a full day the entire winter in this part of Texas. In fact, I can't think, maybe 4 or 5 in the nearly 20 years I've been up here that we stayed below freezing all day. And as far as snow, ice, that's extremely rare, extremely rare. You know, I don't know, I think I could count on one hand the number of times that's happened in the years I've lived up here, which is 20. We just don't get it. We're in that latitude where we don't get that kind of weather. Now, you can go further south, down around Rio Grande City, McAllen, Far San Juan, Alamo, Brownsville, Zapata, Texas, along the Rio Grande, and the temperatures do go up a little bit. but not significantly from this. I mean, it might be a 5 or 6 degree variance on the high side, but not much more than that, if any. So we're cruising along here. We talked about the Jetpack and all this weather stuff, and yeah, I went to here's another topic I'll mention about grocery prices, since I just came out of a grocery store. Paper towels. I like to get one roll because I don't have a lot of storage space. But I looked at the one roll that I usually get, and the price has nearly doubled. And I thought, well, my gosh. So it was 54 square feet of one roll, had 54 square feet, and it was $1.79. And I thought, well, that's ridiculous. Well, then I saw another roll, which appeared to be smaller, but it was 98 cents. And I thought, what's the difference? So I looked at the square footage on the 98 cent product, and it was the larger roll was 50 square feet, and the smaller roll showed 54 square feet. So there happened to be a manager in that area who knew about paper products. I said, man, I got to ask you a question. Why is this product twice as much, and it doesn't even have the square footage of this roll I have here, the cheaper one? He said, well, the reason for that is the paper towel is thicker. Ah, okay. He said, yeah, it's the paper towel is thicker, and it's therefore more absorbent, so you're going to pay twice as much for that. Okay. So then I go back, I put the $1.79 roll back and decided, well, hell, the cheaper one's good enough for me. So I go back, and sure enough, they have 3 of the cheaper rolls for $1.88. You can get 3 of the cheaper rolls for $1.88, less than $1 per roll. So guess what I've got? You got to know that I've got the 3-roll package, okay? So, does it pay to pay attention to prices and look at the price per square foot or the price per ounce? Yes, it does, because what you'll find is sometimes the larger product, even though it's 16 ounce and the smaller one is 8 ounce, and you're thinking 16 ounces is going to be cheaper than 8 ounces, there are some times that it's not. So you better check. And when I buy beer, I look at the price per ounce. That's how I buy it. I don't look at the total price. I look at the price per ounce. Why? The one with the cheapest price per ounce is the one I'm looking for. They all taste about the same. They're all about, all beer in Texas anyway is 4 to 4.2% alcohol. That includes Coors, Budweiser, Natural Light, Keystone, and all the other stuff. And, so what's the difference? Some small difference in taste, and that's personal preference. And my taster somehow likes the cheaper products. So here we come into Kingsland, the outskirts of a little unincorporated community, which was flooded badly here about a month and a half ago in that range. Yeah, it was a pretty bad flood here. But we'll just linger on here quietly till I get to the little gas station I'm going to, Buddy's. And then from there I'm going to go check the mail. Another one of my viral videos. But yeah, if you guys that are looking for something if you're a traveler, these Jetpack hotspots are really a good deal in my opinion. I mean, again, a smartphone is okay. They do the same thing. It's just that the truly unlimited plan really helps me, because it takes a lot less time to upload a video. I have faster access on the internet if I'm checking out stuff on the internet. And when I'm throttled on the other plan with Verizon, the top of the line $100 plan or unlimited plan with Verizon on the hotspot on the phone, when they throttle it, basically it stops. I mean, it goes to, I don't know, it goes to less than half a megabyte down, and I don't know what up, about 1/10 of a megabyte up. No, when they throttle it, they choke it to death. Kingsland, Texas, December the 22nd, 2018 at 11:47 a.m. and it shows on my temperature gauge it's 70 degrees here. So if we lost 2 degrees in 10 miles or whatever it is, then if we kept going 100 miles, we'd get down to 0. I doubt it. Here's my little gas station on the left. It's a Valero called Buddy's, and I will wheel in there and go see if their restrooms are clean. Let's see if I can make this. I am going to make it, of course. And we'll park here. And I'll end the video, guys. This is Buddy's little 7-Eleven type store. This is a busy little spot. Trust me on that. Anyway, guys, thumbs up. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want, anytime you want. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because I get a small commission. It does not cost you 1 penny. What else? Stretch, walk, drink plenty of water, take deep breaths, all those things to keep you healthy. And stand guard at the door of your mind. And also enjoy your holidays. Christmas is coming on Tuesday. And yeah, get your shopping done, guys. Santa Claus is coming. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.